Hello everybody, I'm Henry Lee. Welcome to Chinese brush painting class, lesson 28. Today's subject matter is blue and green landscape painting on size Xuan paper. Here's the silk scroll we just mounted out of the painting we did in this class, lesson 28. First of all, let's take a look at this label. I just entitled Wang Yuanqii Li Yunning 血色山水. It's a very lengthy title. Let me explain what it says. First character Wang means imitate, to imitate. Wang Yuanqii is the artist I imitated. This painting was actually a copy of Wang Yuanqii to start with. He imitated another artist in Li Yunning style. He is the one of the four most important painter in Yuan dynasty. So 血色山水 means colored landscape in blue and green color you will see. So totally Wang imitate Wang Yuanqi's imitation of Li Yunning style colored landscape. Got it? Let's take a look. Okay, we're going to show you the painting we did in this landscape class. We mounted this on silk brocade. Before mounting, this painting is very thin, like this one. Another painting I did in the workshop. Another Taoist immortal painting. And you will also learn this in this class. You can see before we mounted how thin this is. And first thing you may notice is the translucency of this paper. You can see through the design underneath it, the painting underneath it, right? So it's very easy to trace. And the texture is very fine, like a regular Xuan paper, but very thin. It's very tough. It will withstand many layers of wash without breaking down. And you can also apply color on the back side of the painting. This one I didn't do it, but you can take a look at the picture I took before I mount. Like this area, there are paints on the other side of the paper. The green and the blue are on the other side. If I applied opaque green on this side, it will cover the ink. But instead, I put on the back side. It just shows through very subtly, and you can see the combination of amber and the green become kind of green here. And some color, if I want it to cover, I apply on the front. Like this little green color on the tree foliage. On this rock, you can see some on the front, but most of the green and blue are on the back. So it's very intricate technique. And some bright color, like opaque cinnabar and mineral, another mineral color we applied on the front. It depends on the need. So the steps are you trace the design by putting this paper on top of the original. So you can make a charcoal sketch. You don't have to do every little detail. It's not a duplicate copy, because we don't want to fake a painting like Zhang Daqian does, right? The purpose is for learning, so you only need to position it just mark the tree, the length, the position, and also the blocks of the rock and shape formation of the mountain in very simple sketch. Then you apply ink work using stiff brush, like a small whistle brush or red whisker landscape brush to do the ink work. And after that dries, you wash with light ink, a little bit shading, and then with color, transparent color on the front, and then opaque color on the back. So there's no exact how many times you need to wash the colors. Normally it takes 3 to 4 layers at least. You might ask if it's legal to copy a classical painting like this by Wang Yuanqii or by any ancient master. My answer is yes. Even you copy from the same masterpiece, the turnouts could be very different from person to person because you have your own skill level and your own personality in your brushwork, and you have your own understanding of the original art. Your reading of the original art is different. So we consider everybody's copy a unique art and it has value of its own. So it's very important tradition to learn by copying, and we are actually obligated to transmit this tradition to the next generation because this was the only way to pass down the technique and the skill from generation to generation. In the past, there was no video, there's no photography even, so you have to make a copy and then show your next generation artists how to do it. That's the way we have learned. We have got this passed down from thousands of years, and through the process, the style is formed generation by generation. So it's very important before you go into real landscape to observe natural, to get inspiration directly from nature. You need to master the skills and the style of this kind of landscape painting from traditional masterpieces. Only through copy you can transmit this kind of technique. If you don't copy, you start on your own to create this. You will take a long way and make many mistakes. So it's very important to copy the masterpiece. There are many different ways to copy. One is to copy by tracing. That's the basic way. After you pass this stage, you can also copy by imitating a style like Wang Yuanqii did. He kind of created this beautiful painting in style of Ni Yunlin, the other master in the Yuan dynasty. So he didn't really copy a particular piece of Ni Yunlin. When you copy several of paintings, you can start doing that, and you can also create your own composition based on the experience you had accumulated by copying. Masterpieces, including the manual book, like a mustard seed garden manual, is also good samples for copying. But today we have colored photography. It's very advantageous than the ancient artists. They don't have any reference like we had today, even with video. So this is very important that you study the original and make notes before you create your own style. So this class will focus on blue and green landscape. Also, we'll learn a Taoist immortal painting in early Ming style, which is after the Southern Song style. You can see the X-cut rock strokes here, and I hope everybody in this class can do as well as we did in the workshop. You can take a look of the gallery of student works. So I hope you enjoyed this class. See you in the class.